Go. See? Oh, no, I'm talking about the pen dropping. Huh? Oh, really? Because tomorrow I'm alive.
Do I still get some?
Possibly.
Okay. Some water?
Yeah. What's up? My child is saying hi when he should be heading upstairs to go to bed. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Gotta get to my channel and then cut the volume down. Oh, put it back down. All right, so y'all know the routine. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're on here. Subscribe if you haven't already. So y'all do know, like, technically, I wasn't supposed to be on here today because it was supposed to be a no social media day, but that has switched to, it'll be this Saturday. So I got a lot going on this week. So it will end up switching to Saturday. So I won't be on social media Saturday, and I won't be doing a live tomorrow night on here. So yeah, that is that. You know the routine, journals, planners, whatever you need to drink, all that great stuff. And we will get started. I had an idea of a journal page that I wanted to do, and it popped in my head earlier, and it popped in my head actually again. So I was like, maybe that means that I need to do that page. So I thought I would do that page on here with you all. Also, if you didn't already, make sure you check out Gold Mining Coco's video from tonight. She goes live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you check her out. I'm going to see if I can find the link and just drop it in there. If I know what I'm doing. Hold on, y'all. So I'm going to do that and drop that in there. Make sure y'all check her video out after you get off if you haven't checked her out already. There was some good information on there with some good dialogue. I really enjoyed that. And once I do that, then we'll go ahead and get started. And until I do that, let me know how your day went today. So how did it go overall? Did you need to do a journal entry about today? You know, what was your day like? Okay, so I need the link. I got it. All right, close out of here. And hey, Patricia. Oh, what was I spelling? That wasn't it. So again, after y'all get off of here, and if you're going to be up all night, y'all know what we do, and you're going to be watching videos, make sure you check her video out, like it, subscribe. I think you will like her channel. So go ahead and subscribe to her as well. Okay, so you said you're finding a hard time committing to journal time. So let me ask you this. What about journaling makes you uncomfortable? And then I think I can be able to help guide you in which way to go. And what is your typical day like? And then that way I can help you. So before we get started journaling, y'all, because I did put journal/planner time, I'll show you my layout for tomorrow in my everyday carry. And I'm probably still going to create a half page while we are online because I've done a half page all day. I mean, all day, all week. So I really think I'm going to do a half page. So this is my page for tomorrow. And oh, awesome, Patricia. This is my page for tomorrow in here. And I'm going to go ahead and create one to go in my happy planner. So we'll do that first. I'll probably look at this as a shadow a little bit. And then we'll set that up. And then we'll get on to our journal page. Again, if you are coming in, go ahead and get your journals, your planners, so you can set up for tomorrow if you haven't already. Okay, let me figure out what I'm writing on. Oh, I got one I want to write on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me adjust this up just a little bit higher. I don't really be trying to make y'all seasick, but sometimes this thing don't be as tight as I would like it to be. Okay, so I did find the one that I want to use. Oh, I'm making a whole bunch of noise and wacky. Good Lord. Okay, so we are going to use a half sheet. Okay, so here's the thing when it comes to journaling and anything for that matter, right? So for example, you are on here, and I'm thankful, of course, I'm thankful for the views, and you're here and you're getting the knowledge. So we kind of find time for what we want to find time for. And sometimes journaling can be intimidating if you feel like you have to write a certain way, right? So even while you're on here with me, even if you grabbed a small notebook, like something as small as this, and not even your standard type of journal, and as we're on here, you're just kind of writing some words of the day, like today was, even if it was overwhelming, and if you wrote today was overwhelming, that's your journal entry, right? So you don't have to overcomplicate it. You just have to be intentional about it. And as most of y'all know, intentional is my word of the year. You just have to say, this is something that I want to incorporate in my life, and I'm going to find a way to incorporate it. And believe it or not, what you just all listed under your thing, if you start writing and getting some of that frustration out, you will kind of ease up a little bit. So I would say just start small. So even while we're on here, if you just have to say, today I watched a journal live, and I will figure out how to fit journaling in my life. That's a journal entry. That in itself. And you don't have to go any further. You close your book and you have done something for that day. So my suggestion, honestly, with you would be start small, build from there. And don't overthink it. You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to do tomorrow. So remember, I already did this right here. Let me move this to my right side so I can kind of see it. And I am just going to create a page to keep the flow of my planner going, because I just want to. It's not that I really have to write this, but sometimes I'm one of those type of people, like I want to keep flipping and seeing half sheets since I started it. So we know tomorrow is the 18th, and I'm pausing because I'm looking for a date sticker book. I wanted it to be in my face, but apparently it doesn't want to be in my face. So we're going to do one or two things. I'm going to find something out of here, or I'm going to find something out of this one, and I will build my page off of the first sticker that I put down. All right, so this is actually a date sticker, and I could really roll with that and keep it moving. And this was one that I started, and since I won't have a full week of that, I can go ahead and pull this from here. And I'm going to put this down. Now, again, this is a half sheet in the classic size Happy Planner. This is not the only size or type of planner that I use. So if you are a TN user, I did a video today, and you can check that out. So tomorrow is Friday, and then we're going to find a date sticker. Hey, Lady Diva, what's going on? All right, so we're going to add this. And in my mind, y'all know I say this, in my mind, I don't feel like we're going to be on here super, super long. But, you know, however the page leads us today is however long we stay on here. And so tomorrow is Friday. And we already said that it will be the 18th tomorrow. And again, because I've already did the page in the other book, this one will kind of probably be a little more plain. Yes, we just got started. We haven't even did the journal page yet. I'm just recreating a half sheet to go in my planner that stays at the house. So I'm just looking for a sticker won't. Huh? Okay, so use one of these little boxes. And as I told y'all before, sometimes I don't even know where I'll be going with these layouts. It's just whatever I start placing down, and then I'll incorporate a few of the colors together to kind of make it somewhat go. All right, and that says make today great, so that can be our little quote for the day without overthinking it. And so I know that, that is payday tomorrow. And so I am going to put a sticker down for payday that I thought I just had in front of me, but apparently I don't. Hey, Donna. All right, so again, tomorrow is payday. I also have to work tomorrow. So until I see that sticker that I want, I'm going to go ahead and put this work sticker down that I see. So I have a work sticker that is, we have a little green on here, so we'll just keep pulling this green in. So I do know that I have to go to work tomorrow. And tomorrow I will go in around 7 because I want to be completed somewhere around 12 or 1 o'clock. So in order for that to happen, I have to go in early. So we have that down. Then I know there's some other things that I want to do. I just have to decide how I want to break this section up. So up here, it will say payday for sure. And then I have the journal session that I will be teaching on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Facebook group of the Jewel Box. So if you are a part of her group, you will be able to find me there tomorrow at 8 p.m. So hopefully you will be able to join there. And I'll be using stuff from her subscription box. So if you have items from her subscription box and you want to kind of see how to use those in your journals, we'll be doing that. And I will be discussing certain elements of journal moments. So I would love to see you all there. So I found a little sticker doll. Well, I had some extra sticker dolls sitting around here. So I am going to put her on here. And we're going to put her down here. And then I'm going to write who. And I need a finer point pen. So when it comes to stuff like this, if it's like not a lot of space, I'm going to pull out my Colito 5, which is a very fine point tip pen. And I'll use that. I don't have black ink in here, but I'll use the, maybe, if it clicks down, the dark blue. So who would be me? So that's going to be Journal, Jot, and Jive. what will be journal session. And then where will be Facebook. Well, I'm going to put the jewel box and then Facebook. I'm going to do Facebook Live. So that's what's going to go in there. And so while this sticker is really cute, I don't know who in the world they really think is going to write in that box successfully with a regular ballpoint pen. So yeah, don't know about that. Because even though I can minimize my writing, that was a bit much. So I'm going to put the hashtag that you normally will see me use, which is Write Your Heart Out. And then I'm going to section this part out so it stays separate from everything else on here. Hey, Southern Tea Time. And then what I put just above it is kind of like evening vibes. And then I also know I have a couple of errands to run tomorrow. So let's see what sticker we can use right there, because I don't even need like a whole long list. So I just want a little sticker that will work for that. And since we're kind of doing this blue, green, and pink type thing going on, we can find maybe a... probably do like a little... this other variation of blue. Hey, Vin Vaughn. All right, so we have that. And then over here, I'm just going to put errands. And again, I know this is a mini sticker book, but good Lord. Pull this little pin out again. And so remember, I told you, like with the half sheets, you just pretty much have what's in front of you. And that way you don't have to worry about what's going on Saturday, Sunday, next week, and all of that stuff. You just kind of want a snapshot view in front of you. And then on the back side, you can write whatever notes you need to transfer. So that's what you can do with that. And that's what I like about the half sheets the most. So we have errands. I need to go get my nails done. So I have... let's see if there's a sticker for nails. And I don't think it's in. Is it in this book? I don't think it's gotta be in this book. So I'm gonna come on up out of this one and go to my trusted Tiny sticker book, because you know Tiny don't ever let you down like that. So we are going to find that in here, and I know it's in here because I always pull it from in here. I think it's toward the back. And then we'll add something on here from there. So let's do, I'll still probably do another light blue. All right, so I'm gonna put that. And then what we have, I need to do a journal with me video. I don't believe that I'm going to put that on here, though. Probably not. Yep. Nope, I'm not. I did have work. And I'm looking at my other one that I did earlier, y'all. I do have Happy Mail coming in, so I'm going to put the post office. And that's all that's going to go on the little errand section. And then remember, up here is payday. And I really wanted the sticker that I wanted. Like, oh, there it is. Okay. And so then we have payday coming in. So I'm going to put this cute little payday, this cute little payday doll right here on there. And I have her on here in a smaller size. It's a printable that I got from Cookie Sticker. And so I'm going to put payday. And then I'm going to do this little line. With the arrow. And then I'm going to put, now pay your bills, right? You get your money in and then some money got to go out. So again, if you were on the live last night, we talked about me getting my credit score from an ACT to start looking like a SAT. And so in order for that to happen, we have to do pay your bills on time. It's not that I have a lot of credit cards and all of that. I just have a horrible time paying the bills on time. So in order to see change in your life, you have to be willing to admit to your faults. And that's my fault. And yeah, you know, enough is enough. And there are things that I need to accomplish with business and X, Y, and Z. And they ain't going to be trying to fool with me until I get my entire life. So we're going to get paid and then we're going to pay. And we are pretty much almost done with this layout. Because again, I've already had one in my everyday carry. I just wanted this to flow with in between the week of my planner right here. So I know I have work. Oh, I need to stop by my mom's house too. So I'm just going to put the word mommies. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I call my mom mommy. So I just put mommies. So that is it. We have work. I'm going to put, because I'm going to start at 7 a.m. And then that's our day sheet, right? You don't have to overdo it. Sometimes it can be simple. And I'm going to show you the difference between this one and the one that I did earlier today. This is a traveler's notebook. If you're not familiar with what a traveler's notebook is, it's pretty much a cover that houses several different types of notebooks where you can compartmentalize the things that you want. And so I like it because I can have different sections in here. So I am typically a daily sheet type of planner. So this is where, what we linking to? So this is the one that I have for my everyday carry. So that's that. I still have, you see, I still got work, which it should have been up at 7 and not 8. Then I have a journal with me video. I didn't include that on my other sheet because I didn't want to. I still have my payday and all the different things, right? So I have the journal session. Yeah, because I'm here for nap time. And then I have investment jobs. So that's still nail appointment, Facebook, Happy Mail, pay sitting. Your layouts can switch depending on what you want to see on your pages. Some of them can be more complex. Some of them can be super simple. It's just up to you. And I also do, I also do no sticker spreads. So sometimes y'all will see me on here and all I will use is strictly pen, highlighter, and paper. All right, so we have that out the way. So now it is journal time. I know that's what I like to do. So let's go ahead and get these journals out. We have our plans ready for tomorrow. So hopefully you were planning along with me. And now we are going to journal. So the whole day, I just kept having something that kept popping in my mind, talking about my heart's desires, right? And so, you know, we always want things in our life. And there are things that we need in our life. So I wanted to do my heart desires page, and I wanted it to be not only my wants but my needs. So whatever my heart needs, I definitely want that to come into my life, and those things that I want that are in my best interest, I want those to come in my life as well. So that's why we are doing my heart desires page. So I'm gonna decide if I want washi, and I don't know if I'm feeling washi today, y'all. Don't know, but y'all know yellow is gonna pop up somewhere on this page for sure. So if you have your planners, let's pull your journals. Let's pull these journals out, and let's get our heart desires in front of us so we can see the things that we want and begin working on those things that we want to do. Hey Jan, what's going on? All right, so again, I know I wanted to say my heart's desires, and I definitely want a nice size heart on here somewhere. But until I decide where that's gonna go, I love florals, y'all, like a whole lot. And is it this book? Yeah, they have little florals, but I don't believe I wanna. Gray gonna have to go because I think I want to use this. I don't really want to have to color a whole lot, so I think I want to use this gold looking stuff from this sticker. Let's see where we want to place it though. So now sometimes if I'm doing a page and I can't see the edge of where the page starts so the sticker doesn't hang out, a little tip that you can do is find a sheet of paper that is not going to be the same color of the paper that you're using, right? So that way you can kind of see where your edge is. So you just slide that under for a second, and then you place your sticker so it doesn't go past the edge of the paper, and you don't have to really do a whole bunch of cutting and all of that extra stuff. Now, the only time you will cut the edge of your sticker is if you know that a full-size sticker is going to hang off, and then you need to cut that. That's when you'll be cutting. Yay, awesome. I'm glad. My day, you know what? My day was real unproductive. Well, I went by my mom's house for a little bit. But outside of that, like I was supposed to go to my investment job, and y'all can work my own hours there as long as my stuff is cleared by the due date. And so I just didn't want to, so I didn't. Now tomorrow, that means I'm going to have to hump a little extra harder because stuff is due. But yeah, so I would overall say that my day was very unproductive. And I got a good old nap in, so I don't know if I was a little exhausted. So maybe that was just my body telling me to sit on down, so I sat on down. All right, and let's see. Do I want another flower? Nah, I don't. Oh, yeah, I got the rest. That's why I'm up now. That's why I really need to stop taking naps. Because if I take a nap, your girl gonna be up. So I got to figure that out. All right, and then this is another thing you can do too, right? Like if you don't want this to fall off on the desk or something, you can keep that paper if you're going to do like a border type thing. So we're just adding a little purple on the edges. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm just creating this border on the edge. Hey, the Harris Effect. So today I'm creating a journal page that is going to be called My Heart's Desire. And so on this page, it will list the things that, you know, I want and the things that I need, right? So of course, our heart, we say, oh, I want. Often we say I want. We really don't say I need. The most, it's very rare that you hear yourself say I need. Or if you say I need, that need is not really a need. It's more of a want. So it will be a page of my heart desires for my needs that I have that need to be met, and then the wants. I can't say that I'm going to list all of them on here. I'm just going to create that layout. I may list some of them for you. It just depends on where I am emotionally, if I feel like sharing that bit. So as transparent as I am, I don't share everything, right? But at best, we all gonna have a page ready to go. All right, so I put that. And I will now decide what other color I want to mix in with that. And I feel like I really like this blue. And if you have time, bow, I think it's time. Yeah, why do I want to say bow? Like, I just really feel like, yeah, I like that word. It just reminds me of like the little hood music I like from time to time. I think that's why I be trying to say it. But if you have time, bow, you can blend their markers together. So if you never knew that, you can go over them and blend in colors. So since we are speaking about wants and needs, does anybody on here have any wants or needs that they're working for toward this year that you're comfortable sharing? Within reason, y'all, now, because I don't know all of y'all just yet, and you might get on here just sharing a little too much, but within reason. All right, so I now have to decide how I want to write my heart's desires. I need to decide if I want to try the letter. Because my lettering ain't A1 just yet, but you know, I kind of feel like your lettering can't get better until you really try it. Okay, so okay, so those are wants and needs. Yeah, because sometimes you can have needs and wants that are combined. So where are we gonna write heart? Oh, we gonna draw a heart. That's gonna make that easier. Come on, heart. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all. And I gotta move this over because it's gonna hit the thing. So my heart. All right, so that's probably as good as this lettering gonna get on this here day. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna go and do some little shadowing and backdrops. And let's see. So I really want my coloring pencils to be right in front of me because I really want to color this heart in red. Yeah. Truthfully, the only way you're going to get better with lettering is practicing, y'all. And I even fight practicing with it. But I know the reality is it ain't getting better until you practice. So that I do know. If you are just joining in, thank you for stopping in. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Hitting the like button, guys, it does a couple of things for me. It helps, me know that you really are interested in the content and that I need to keep doing what I'm doing. And it also lets me know that you're really here and in tune with what's going on. So, and it gives a little bit of instant gratification as well. We all need that from time to time. Never let somebody tell you that you don't need it. Okay, I want that little thing to be just a little bit thicker. All right. I assure you that I'm going to fix that little line because I ain't liking how that's looking right now. All right, so we have that, and then I want to do lines down the other side. So we're going to take this purple and I'm going to actually do a whole outline around this. And so with this page, when you're doing your desires of your heart, you can do a couple of things, right? You can decide to just list it, or you can kind of do speech bubbles, whatever you want to do. Now, of course, I'm going to separate mine by sides. I'm going to put my needs on the left-hand side, and I'm going to put my wants on the right-hand side. And I believe I know how, I think I know how I want to do it too. And if you don't know how to draw a speech bubble, you can do a couple of things. If you look it up on Google, y'all, you can learn how to draw anything and feel like an artist. You can also check out the Doodle Guide on Instagram. And I believe she has a YouTube channel as well. She makes drawing really, really easy. Or you can just pull out a good old trusted one of these sticker books that has it in it if you already have it. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. Now, I like stickers, but I also kind of like drawing things in my own, you know, not handwriting, but drawing it myself. Just because it adds a little bit of your personal touch. It does not have to be perfect. Because a lot of times once you start writing, it fills in the pages, and some of the stuff that you drew on your page will kind of melt into the background. I'm sorry if y'all hear foul language because I have, what do I have playing on? House of Cards is on Netflix right now. And I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. All right, so that's a little bit of a light outline. Y'all really can't see it that much. And then you can, of course, like I said, you can go in and shade. You can do down lines, up strokes. It just depends on what you want to do. And then that's just going to give it just a little bit of dimension if you choose to do that, right? Now what I'm going to do in here, because this is pretty much our 2019 journal, I promise y'all this, whatever journal you're in, if it's the same journal that you're using consistently when I come on live or you're doing the journal prompts from Instagram, you should be finished with your journal no later than April, if not before. So like if you're just doing what we do when we come live and then you're still writing extra stuff, you should be finished with your journal by then. So we're going to put 2019. And I want, I don't know why I keep picking up that color, and that ain't what I mean. I'm actually adding a whole nother color, which means I'm going to have to add this color somewhere else amongst. Don't be hard on yourself, Southern Tea Time. Just start, right? Just make small strides to journal. And what I encourage people to do, which will pretty much make it a little bit easier for y'all, plan it. Put it in your planner, right? We plan for everything else. We even plan to when we go on a check for Happy Meal, right? But we often neglect self-care. So, you know, put your journal in somewhere where self-care is. And if you haven't, not you, you know, not you in particular, I'm talking to everybody on here. But if you've been neglecting self-care in your planner, start adding that. And then one of the first things you can do, add a journal entry. Y'all know Fridays are recap days. Mondays are motivation Mondays. So that's already 2 entries right there, even if you don't pick up the journal for the rest of the week. So I'm really strategic in those Monday and Friday things, really on purpose, y'all. Like, everything is done for a reason. All right, so just go in and shade this a little bit. Just add a little color because that green just really shouldn't have been on there in the first place, but nonetheless. Thank you. Yeah, you just have, honestly, you just really have to tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to do it. We put our minds to whatever we want to do. All right, yeah, I need a little black or something in here because it's just looking a little too pastel-y for me. Like, I like pastel colors, but I ain't that girly. Girly when I want to be. Okay, so another thing that I would suggest you add on here, I'm the queen of defining words. So even though we may know what a definition means, right? We might know what that definition means. But because we want to be intentional about our list, we should put what this definition means for sure, right? So define the word need. Define the word want. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and write those words on here. So I am looking for, all right, so we know this side of the page, which is the left-hand side, is going to be need. And then we know over here is going to be wants. So those are 2 sides. Of course, you can do what you want. You can leave it by itself. But we know one of my favorite things is I'm going to outline. So you take an outline. This is just a regular gel pen. You can actually take a marker pen. I will say with bullet journals, when you use a gel pen, you'll have a little brailing on the back side of the page. So if that bothers you, I would suggest you using a marker pen. It doesn't really bother me. So that's just a preference. So I'm actually excited for when we get to the end of the month for everybody to kind of count how many journal pages they've done. by the end of the month, and then set a goal for February on how many pages you want to complete. So even if it's, I want to complete 5 pages, that is a great number if you are new to using a journal. So I don't want y'all to be so hard on yourselves if you haven't written a lot, but I do want you to increase your number from the previous month. Yeah, I like defining words as well. I used to like writing definitions when I was in school. And I was the extra child that would have the highlighter, highlighted. Teacher ain't asked for none of that. Underline the word. I was so extra. In one just little box, and everybody learns differently. So it's no different with journaling. Like, what might work for one person might not work for the next person. But they may very well still want to, get their thoughts out on paper, but they don't want to do what was just taught. All right, so now we know that we're going to define the words. I just have to decide, how do I want the word defined? Do I want to add a sticker on here for the word to be defined? And I actually like these little books. So I'm going to stick one book right here, and I am going to color that book in. And then I'm going to stick one right here. And so what colors do I want to color the book? We're going to stay along our theme, but we are going to pull some yellow into this. So I got that, and then we have a pink. I don't want that electric pink. Okay, so right now, I'm going to pull a outline out. See, this is when you pause, when you like, I know I'm supposed to have another pen within the color scheme I'm looking for. Oh, that is so rude. Okay, so and this isn't even any, again, this isn't perfection coloring. Just shading in enough. Hey, everybody else that has popped in. If you are just joining, we are creating a journal page. And we're doing a journal page that's going to talk about our wants and our needs. Lord, me and my words. Okay. Where's the blue? What other color is on here? We had a purple on here. Let's find this purple marker. And then we're going to define that word, right? So the first word is going to be needs. and then wants. We'll create a box to go around it. And I pretty much told myself how much room I'm going to give myself to write the definition. One thing about that one. Do I have a pink? This pink. So how's everybody out there? Y'all quiet on me right now? Are you creating your page along with me? All right, so we got needs and wants. And then I'm just going to pull this up on this computer real quick. And we're just going to go to that good old Merriam-Webster.com. Now, Janae, I know you can, girl, listen. And so needs is pretty simple, y'all. It's of necessity, right? So you need it. Like, it's something that you must have. Oh, Lord, I almost messed it up. I don't even write my eyes like that. Oh, I had to fix that real quick. That eye is real hideous, but we gonna roll with it. We just gonna roll with it, y'all. As I was writing it, I was like, that ain't right. Oh, that look like some kindergarten handwriting right there. Didn't mean it. Janae, that's what makes it fun though. Like when you're like doing something that you haven't done in a while, like that's why I like adding the little doodles and stuff to the journals. Ooh, I don't like that one word. Let's see that. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so this, this wants word, it said to be needy. I'm like, that's so disrespectful. Let's see. To have or feel need. We're going to roll with to have a strong desire for. Well, actually, I'm going to write both of them, y'all. So we're going to put to be needy. And that is in... Nah, because that ain't how we want to use it. Because that's an intransitive verb. Well, I was about to say that wrong. So we're just going to roll with to have a strong desire for, but I'm going to put something in parentheses. And then I'm going to put not a necessity. Need a little more room right there. So for example, hold on, let me catch up on y'all comments. But see, you did your heart. Like, and here's the thing. Don't nobody have to see that but you. Like, nobody will know. Now, if y'all get on, social media and start posting it, then, you open yourself up for whatever. But outside of that, we don't know what it looks like. But yeah, I like creating the journal prompts where y'all doodle with the journal prompts. Those are like my favorite. All right, so we have our definitions, all right? So now we can decide where we want to put our wants. Do you want to create boxes for your wants? Do you want to have a list running? Do you want circles? It just depends on what you want to put on there. I haven't decided how I want mine. But what I do want to put up here, y'all, even though we have my 2019 desires, I still want to put my on top of that. Just because it's going to make me feel a little bit better seeing it. So I now want the color yellow brought in here. And then I'm going to put my needs, the my over needs a little bit bigger. And then over here we have my. All right, so we got my needs, my wants. I can decide if I want to outline that. If I do, I will. But right now, I don't want to. And so I just have to decide, okay, how do I want this to look? How's it going to be structured on here? And I put on here, but I do want to just have something started on here. And it doesn't have to be all structured. Again, if you can handle things not being structured, you just put things where you want them to go. And so if you notice, I'm showing y'all how to shop your stash and use some of the things that you already bought in the stores. And I just like Post-it type notes. I'll actually be bringing some into my shop in the first quarter. I just haven't released them yet, but I'm working on them. Let's take that way. And so I haven't decided what I'm going to write in these, but this is one way that I can write some stuff in. I can create little boxes if I want to. So I am going to create some boxes, just a few, just to show you how you can add different things where you have stickers and your own handwriting. I'm going to create a little line, and then I'm going to trace around the line. And so in this case, I don't want my page to look structured. I kind of want it fun where my eye will float and roam on the page. And so whatever this is could actually be a one-word line or 2 words. It doesn't have to be anything big. So let's see what color I'm going to outline that with. I think I'm going to do this blue. And then, of course, you can always add a little bit of a highlighter or something under it just to give it a little pop. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 8 things on there. And then I'm probably going to find 2 more things that I want to put on here. And then as we get off, you can pop stuff in where you want it to go. So if you wanted to add a cute little sticker on top of this, you could put a little heart right there. And you can color that heart in. And so that can be the therapeutic part of your journaling process. Hey, Kimberly. And then you put that little growth thing. I like flowers, y'all, so y'all probably see flowers quite a bit when I journal. And then you can go in again. You can color this in. You can leave it blank. It just depends on what you want it to look like. Can you do coloring pencils? Well, these are actually, some of these are designed for coloring. We just turned them into writing markers. Because I'll never forget, I went, where did I go? It was Staples. And I was like, I walked in, I was like, do y'all have the Stabilo pens? And she was like, the ones that you color with? I was like, the ones that you use in a bullet journal. And she just kept saying, the ones that you color with? I was like, listen, the ones that you journal with. Like, I be in these planner groups. And she just kept looking, because I was looking for the bullet journal type stuff. And sure enough, some of them are right over there next to adult coloring books. This is the Staedtler Tri-Plus Fine Liner. And then the other ones that I color with are the Stabilo .88. They also come in a thicker point, which is a 68, I believe. Yeah, this is a 68, which is going to give you more of a broad tip. And then this is going to give you a fine tip. Now, what I will, I hope this don't take this out of frame. Y'all remember when I did that last time and then we started having issues. What I will say is, if you're on a no spend and it's not in your budget, leave it alone until you are where you need to be. Or you have a coupon, okay? They are not cheap. I mean, you might have it. It might be in your budget. But I just would say, if it's not in your budget, you know, just go on and go the other way. Okay, so what I am going to do, y'all, and I can't believe I'm going to say this on screen because, you know, this is stuff that stay on record. Folks might pass it along, you know. Folks that you know in real life be watching your stuff too. But nonetheless, okay, nonetheless, I'm going to go on and speak some stuff into existence that I've been running away from for a long time. So when I got my stickers from Goldmine & Coco, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put some stuff in the atmosphere. I think at some point in life, I want to start dating again. So I went ahead and bought these little stickers. Now, this ain't a need. This is just the want. So that's going to go somewhere on this want side. And so I'm going to take this little sticker and I'm going to put it down and see, before I even look into this, I will have a whole page on dating with prayers and all of that stuff attached to it. I'm going to be real specific because, you know, when you are not specific and you just say, I want to date, you might date, but you might meet some foolishness, okay? So right now we're just putting what our wants and our desires are, but every want and desire that I have will have a prayer link to it, okay? I will be really, really specific in mine because I have enough foolish t-shirts and books and papers to write, but I want that to stick a whole nother way. Hold on. So yeah, that's gonna be one of my wants, but I gotta be real specific. Ooh, and I don't want you to tell. I'll come back on up. Wait a minute, because I think I want you to go, because I need to be able to write. So y'all gonna have to hang off the page just a little bit. Yeah, that's why I said I'm telling y'all, like, ooh, them prayers is gonna be real, real, real. Okay, so we got that down. Can't believe I put that in the atmosphere and said that live, but hey, we shall see, we shall see. Oh, I just popped my lips. I used to say that I was not gonna do that on here. Ooh. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna use this sticker, and therapy is not a bad thing. I am big on therapy, and I need to take my butt back. So one of my needs is to return to therapy. So you're gonna see her looking like that. Everything about what I have to talk about is not sad, but she's just too cute not to use. So we're gonna put that. I think I'm gonna do, I wanna do the one where, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. So I know I want to return to therapy. All right, so I'm gonna put that little sticker right there. And then we're gonna write that in. All right, so we have that written in there. So that's one thing that not I want, that will be accomplished. I also need, this ain't I want, I need another car, and I like Parker. So Parker is gonna go on there, and Parker is from Gold Mine and Cocoa as well. Let's see where Parker gonna go right here. Let's put Parker right there. Oh, but I be putting stuff down so crooked. Come on, girl. And even have dots to show me what to do. Still can't get it right. All right, so I'm gonna put a car. And so, as I said, when I write my actual journal entries about it, it will be specific. It needs to be a reliable car, an affordable car, a car that I can keep up, all of those type things. Because when you just say a car, you can put that in the atmosphere. You may get a car, but it might break down tomorrow, right? So, again, I want to be really intentional. Right now, I'm just writing my needs and wants, and then we'll break that. Well, I'm not going to break it down on screen with you, but that would be my suggestion to you. Whatever you're asking for, be very specific. So one of my wants, it's a want, but it will, yeah, it's more of a want, and it will happen, but I'm gonna still put it under the want. So I want to be monetized on YouTube, really several social media platforms. So I also need to find like a dollar bill. And I don't feel like looking for that. So I'm going to just write that in. All right, so I wrote that in. And then I know that I need to clean up my credit, right? That ain't even a want, it's a need, because, you know, I can pretend like I can do everything cash out, but I ain't cash status right now. So until I get there, I need to get that credit score. So I need to clean up my credit. And then I put get out of debt. Over here, I'm going to put start dating again. And I'm a little extra. I didn't put help me Lord on there because that's, whew, all right. That's a different one. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Cheryl. Because Linda, we know, girl, we don't need no repeats of SCSU, girl. None. Help me, Father. Okay, so again, we're going to clean up my credit, get out of debt. Get monetized on YouTube, start dating again, return to therapy. And these are just a few of the things. Of course, there's so many other things that I will be doing, but I just kind of want to put some things in the atmosphere. I want a home. Oh, I was going to be real mad if I wrote that in green. Another one of my desires is to get paid for speaking engagements through Journal, Jot, and Jive. And I got to write it in here, but I got to figure out how I'm going to fit that in because I can't write this. But, I might be able to. Hold on. I'm going to have to put that good old word events, even though I mean engagements. And then I'm going to put my favorite tagline. All right, so that's one. Another one is going to be to travel more. And now, so here's the thing. You don't see me putting a lot of stuff family related. That's not on here because I have a whole nother thing that I family. So that's going to be different. So that's why you don't see a lot of stuff that's geared toward that. So we want to travel. And so a couple of these will go hand in hand. Like I want to, I want to speak. And when I say I want to speak, I want to go outside of Georgia to do speaking engagement. So So you see how the page is coming together? Again, this is still a journal moment, but you didn't have to write a whole bunch of words. It didn't have to fill up a whole page. But you pretty much know these are the things I want. I want a home. I want to return to therapy, clean up my credit, get out of debt. I want a car, get monetized on YouTube, start dating again, travel, get paid for speaking events, write your heart out. So that is how that is. Do I have anything else empty? No, I don't. I filled in as much that I'm going to fill in on here today. Even though I know that there will be other things added on here, I'll fill it in. And it'll probably be filled in with a different color pen, anything like that. So I thought this would be a fun thing. But like I said, it just kept popping up in my head all day. And I'm like, okay, maybe you're supposed to be doing this. So go ahead and create the page. And I was like, I'll come on live. Because remember, I will not popping in tomorrow, Saturday. I will be on a no social media day, and Sunday I may or may not, I haven't decided, but you know, Monday's definitely at 8 p.m. So I thought this was a cool exercise and journal moment that you could do. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, since I want to get monetized, let me tell you how y'all can help me get monetized. If you have not checked out all of my videos, if you check out my videos, it gives me the watch hours that I need. That is the last step that I have to get monetized. I have checked off everything else on my list. So I am down, I think, 2,000 watch hours. That is all I need, so they can check out my channel and say, yes, you're worthy of getting paid. And that's how you can help me. A lot of people say, how can they support? Sometimes supporting doesn't even cost a dime. It just costs a little bit of watching. And that's all that I need. So, again, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you know people that can benefit from it, share the video with them. By the end of 2019, using a journal will be what's in. It will be something that people will be talking about. And I can't wait to share more of my gifts with you all. Oh, Patty, that's actually on my goals list, and I am actually speaking with a speech pathologist that's going to help me with that. So, yep, that will already be going on. That's part of my content that you all will see when I'm doing plans in motion. So, yeah, I will be softening up my accent, getting comfortable. And I'm not really uncomfortable speaking in front of people. So, that's already in the making. And speaking of which, I do have the first engagement that I will be doing. If you all follow the Budget Misses, they are doing a retreat in Virginia in September. So I am a speaker on the panel for that. So I will be giving more information about that in the week to come. So I am excited about that in September. And I will be teaching about journal moments and having fun. So if you don't know what's going on with that, go ahead and check out Michelle's page. She has it posted. You can check out Shay, and it'll take you to that link. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Thank you. But it's so funny, y'all. When I posted my first video on here, my voice was shaking. And I'm like, why am I shaking behind camera? But it is so interesting that you still be nervous, like even if nobody's sitting in front of you. So it's funny. So I'm loving being able to see the growth by watching my videos. So that's an amazing process as well. But again, make sure you all write. Make sure you put it in your planner for your journal time. I know when I do some of my planner layouts, y'all don't see me put that. I am going to start doing it for video purposes. But because I pretty much write almost every single day, I don't have to do it because it's kind of ingrained in me. But if it's new for you, when you open up your planner and this Sunday you're planning, go ahead and write journal time. Typical days to journal: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for your recap, or Sunday when you're relaxing. You can write while you're watching TV, a commercial is on. It does not have to be structured. But what I do like doing, I do like lighting a candle, hot tea, wine. If alcohol is not on your menu and you don't need to do it, definitely stay away from that. But you just set a setting that will work for you. So that is that, y'all. Oh, before I do that, y'all know I like to log. So this is my 2019 desires, and that's going to be on page 29. So let's write that in here. Now, how you lose a whole black pen that quick? This is how you know you have too many pens, people. I have too many. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I want to write with this. Hey, Tarsha. What's going on, girl? We are about to wrap up, so hopefully you can catch the replay. I'm going to show you what we did. We created my 2019 desires, our needs, and our wants, and we just put a couple of things down on there. So it was a fun little activity to get people journaling in a different way. And now I'm about to log it in the front of my book. So that's page 29 and 30. Thank you. So that's where I have that. So remember I told y'all when I do my log, I don't log everything, but if it's certain things that I just kind of want to be able to flip back through, I will. But if it's like not so good day, that will not be logged on the front of here for sure. And then if it's just some stuff I want to log, I'm just not going to write it. But for sure, things like this, the self-care, the 19 things. Let's see. Just in case you're new on here, to show you some other things that we did. We did 19 things in 2019. We haven't finished our 2019 things. That's one of the things that we added on this list last night, was when we do that, we'll be able to check it off. So right now I have 11 things listed. And of course, I think some of the things that I mentioned on the other page, I really could put on here, but I'm not going to do that because that's going to be redundant. And what is the other page we have? And this is our self-care page. So we did self-care, you list different things. So these have been fun to do with you all. And like I said, again, just get your journal. If you don't have a journal yet, you can use a spiral notebook. It does not have to be anything fancy. This is a bullet journal. While I will end up listing a lot of the things in my description that I use, if you are new to journaling, I would not, and this is just being honest, I would not suggest you get this particular bullet journal until you're serious about it, because these tend to run you about 20 bucks. But I will find a link for one that is comparable and more affordable. And then once you get into it, you can, of course, build up to the different type of journals. But as you see, the pages are starting to fill in. I love seeing like the ripple effect of the pages. It makes me super, super happy. So by the time this is done, because I put cardstock and things on my pages, it will kind of stand out a little thick. Yeah, Jasmine, you can journal in your planner, and I will start bringing out more content showing you how to journal within your planner as well, because I did have a couple of people ask that. Like, I'll get a lot of inboxes too, even if people don't ask on here. So I will show y'all how to do that. It's actually fun to journal in a planner as well. And a lot of times I teach people about journaling work-related type things within their planner. Awesome. All right, y'all. So, gotta go to bed because remember, I gotta go to work at 7 tomorrow since I committed myself to that. And yeah. So, if you are joining the Jewel Box Facebook group, or if you haven't already, go ahead and join that. And then we will be talking self-care and self-maintenance. And I will be showing you how to use some of the things within her box and how to journal about those things specifically. So, hopefully, you're able to join that. See y'all later.